Hello and welcome. It is Sunday. Guess what? Kopimi Radio coming live and direct at you with me, DJ Joker, and the man over there, the Zanga von Badman. You may have seen our lips moving, and we were talking, but you couldn't hear the conversation.
But you couldn't hear us.
It was our conversation, okay? It's none of your goddamn business what we were talking about.
Been known to have conversations, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, off air. Do you know what? For those of you who are paranoid, we were talking about you.
About you. Well played, sir. Well played.
Okay, so usual drill. Let's check this out for a second then. You can get in touch with us for all the usual places. Here are some links of multiple accounts where you can say hello. Avoid YouTube.
Absolutely.
Avoid YouTube.
Real DJ Joker on Twitter. Mazanga on Twitter. Real DJ Joker on Facebook. Kopimi Radio on Facebook. And hit us up on the Discord.
Damn right. Discord is the place to be because we have people in there who share things from time to time. And we too share things.
Like Agent X. Posting away.
There you go.
Like there's no tomorrow.
Joke for you I have, says Yoda. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? And Luke says, I don't know what. And Yoda says, HDMI.
HDMI.
It's interesting. I've had a bit of a Star Wars day, actually, funny enough.
Have you?
Just finished Mandalorian, and I was so into the Star Wars thing, I was like, I'm going to start watching Kenobi again and watch all the bits I missed.
You know what? I haven't gotten to Obi-Wan yet, and I'm happy because, some things are better, savored later. But I did come across a little clip of District 9, if I'm not mistaken.
You did. Yeah, awesome.
And that made me want to watch District 9 again and again and again. I don't know. Every time I see a little outtake of that, I'm like, wow, that was like such a wondrous thing.
I love the lead actor in that. They just literally said, we're going to point a camera at you, say whatever you want. And he did. Look at this. Look at the prawns. Look what they've got here. They've got here.
Prawns.
This is illegal. They shouldn't have this.
Mr. Prawn.
Oh dear, it is a really good film. I'm so looking forward to what I hope will at one point be a sequel.
Not only it's a really good film, from what I understand, it was spectacularly done, and they started the genre of the CGI and place mapping and all that kind of. It was really well done.
If you'd have asked me, I could have told you that at the time, because there are certain things that you watch, and the best CGI in the world is the CGI you don't know that's there.
I totally agree with you, and appropriately, I was watching an interview in Lee Marvin, and even Lee Marvin, it's not about the CGI, but back to the style of photography and what's the most feeling way to get across your vision, and he started taking bites out of the color movies that are like, you have no place to play. You don't have the hard shadows. You can't set a mood because it's all in color. Yeah. And I totally agree. The best one is what you don't see, and your imagination hooks it up for you.
Yeah, really cool.
Nice filter. Whoa, what are we doing?
We're just trying something. Look, blue, and then not blue.
Yeah.
And then blue, and then not blue. Blue. I don't know.
Those big old gels.
Yeah. So yeah, really, really good. And as we're on this part of the show already, a bit early, I know, but who cares? So Picard has been really good. Season 3 finished off with the most mind-blowing, epic ending you could possibly want.
Not disappointing like last year or the year before, you know?
No. Sat there watching it like this. Yes, more.
Thank you, sir. May I please have another?
Yeah, can I have some more, please? And then,
can I have some more?
And then without spoiling it, the credits go up and they pan away and everything's going to go la-di-da-di-da, and then boom, 10-second clip just to set something else up, which I won't spoil for you because I want you to see it. And it's just
absolutely.
And you're like, oh wow, they did it. Yes,
they did it. All right, back in time again.
They are.
Is Spock been reborn?
No. But they're
calling the Klingon Empire going to come back, and it's going to be a thing now.
Close, not quite. But
Romulans,
close.
many Romulans.
It's all about the changelings, my friend. But this is a great story arc, and it doesn't go where you think it's going to go, which I think is really even clever.
Good, because I was extremely disappointed by the other seasons. They were like, I'm like, what are they? You know, okay, so it's called Star Trek, and they did absolutely no work whatsoever.
This is like a game of chess, right? This is like a game of chess. So what they do, they go, oh, look, here's Jean-Luc Picard. Hello, Jean-Luc Picard. And then they go, hello, here's Beverly Crusher. Hello, Beverly Crusher. And then slowly but surely, everyone appears, and you're just like, oh. And then they pay it off in the last 2 episodes. So yeah, get that on the legal streaming services that you have access to. And
absolutely. They've
to.
all been downloaded, neatly arranged in a folder, and awaiting my beck and call. You
just need to have a bingey day, mate. You need to have
yes,
a bingey day.
Absolutely.
So let's
you generally have a bingey day when life kind of like lets go of your leg and gives you a little bit of peace and quiet for a minute, you know?
So here's the thing. So on Prime at the moment, they've got something called Dead Ringers, which stars Rachel Weisz, Weiss, and Weiss.
9 vices.
Anyway, she plays twins, which is kind of cool. So she plays both parts as the twins.
Wow.
Now
the duality of womanhood.
Well, here's the thing.
Female lead.
Come with me down the rabbit hole. Come with me down the rabbit hole.
Yes, sir.
So I watched this clip. I watched the clip and I thought, hey, that looks kind of interesting. And hey, it's got a strong female lead ×2. So
really.
So I was like,
no, I don't know any women who are psychotic. Like, no, it's okay.
Anyway, so there was something in that initial scene that made me giggle, and I thought, I'm going to watch this. So I watched the first episode, which, is kind of, it's weird and out there. So you go, okay, all right, I'll stick with this. And then I was like, hey, I'm really enjoying this. And then I went, do you know, this really reminds me of a film back in the 80s that starred Jeremy Irons. I wonder what that was called. So I did a quick Google, and I Googled Jeremy Irons in a film where he plays a doctor who are twins. That's what I Googled. And it came up and it said Dead Ringer. And I thought, no, that's what I'm watching now. What was the name of the film in the 80s? Well, shock horror, it was also called Dead Ringers, because
Dead Ringer.
Guess what?
Gee, trying to tell you something, aren't they?
Guess what? They've just gender flipped the thing and made it more woke.
Yeah.
But it works. It really does work, and it's got that same kind of nuances.
I think that's an atrocious habit that they have to feminize everything. It's like, holy shit, women can't do that shit. Give me a break, man.
Do you know what I'm waiting for?
It's like, as much as you want to wish and pretend,
I'm waiting for a couple of things. Okay, so female A-team, that would be cool.
Oh, no. And it wouldn't be face, it would be tits or ass.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
Would be called.
Yeah, damn right.
An angry black woman? No, angry black man is a lot better. Angry black woman, you see them all over.
That would be just awesome. Why do you talk about girlfriend? Anyway, that's one thing.
And her pink wig is like with all the cornrows and stuff. Yeah, I could see that, but no, I don't want to see that.
So here's a couple of other things to consider. The Great Escape. That would be absolutely hilarious. It'd be trying to dig a tunnel, going, "Oh my now!"
All feminine.
I'm not going down there.
They have porn like that, but it's not called The Great Escape. You know. But Nazis, they got Nazis in a castle with a dungeon, and they're prisoners. I've seen it. And the nurse comes in. You know.
But flipping back to this Dead Ringer series, is one of those where I kind of go, "Hey, I really like this," but I really like the film as well. Funnily enough, so it's one of those where I probably was just like, what's the word? Programmed to go, you will like this because you like the film. We have your
will.
We have your DNA on record, and we know you watched this in 1989. So yes, we've got you now.
Right.
But actually, great credit, because anyone who can stand in a room and then give their lines and go, "Hello, I'm Dr. So and so." And then silence, and then later come back in post and then stand in a slightly different position with their hair slightly different, going, "Hi, I'm also Dr. So-and-so." That's twice the work, and timing is everything. So hats off to
timing and punctuation. We agree on the same thing, sir.
Hats off to the production company and the editing skills of the editing room and the technology. But I really want to go and watch the original again now. because I know that they did that without all of the technical jiggery that we've got now. So
Yeah.
I love to, and so there'll be a lot of literally 50-50 split screen conversations with Jeremy and Jeremy.
That would be a very interesting way to see the movie, to be honest. You would actually put it like in a split screen kind of mode, like picture in picture, and yeah, that would be very interesting, actually.
Here's the great thing: it's based on a book called Twins, not the one with Danny DeVito and Arnie Schwarzenegger, but based on a book called Twins, which is actually based on a true story.
True story, yes.
From a pair of I was going to say,
what year was
mutants.
the original movie made? Just to place a nail.
1988.
Okay, yeah.
According to Wikipedia,
because I remember that older version, and I'm like, that sounds like a familiar name, and yes, it is a familiar name.
I remember there's a great scene in that film, and it always made me laugh. Right, so you got two brother doctors, and they're both prescribing A-class drugs to each other because they can.
Yeah.
So, but they can't write prescriptions for themselves, which I just thought was
you can't.
A genius, clever thing to do. So one was prescribing the other uppers, and the other was prescribing the other's downers. It was
downers.
Yeah.
Oh, mix the two. A party.
Exactly.
The good old days.
Exactly. So it is just hilarious. Maz, the opening scene. I mean, you know, I know you're not on the big strong female lead, but the opening scene, they're eating in a restaurant, having a conversation, which is just funny as, which you will actually enjoy, I promise you.
Sweet.
So, I wonder.
Well, I do always take your recommendations. I download them and I wait for the appropriate whim to partake in a strong female lead. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. We're recovering slowly.
She was in The Mummy, and she was also in Constantine. And funnily enough,
all these movies, women are in them.
Do you know what's interesting? No, John Constantine was a Keanu Reeves film, and she happened to be in it. However, do you know what the real mind? Here, this will blow your mind. In that, she played twins as well.
Oh, maybe there's something about the lady, you know?
But wait, there's more.
Whoa.
It has been announced, and I don't know if this is a rumor, someone's done a really good poster, but I saw it today and I haven't looked into it any more than this, but it's been rumored for a little while now that they're going to make a second Constantine film with Keanu Reeves, and the guy who played the devil in that is a guy who plays all the bad Russian guys, and his depiction of Satan in that film is incredible. He is without a doubt the best actor to have ever done that. So got all of that going on.
Well, you can't forego the preacher of Netflix fame that did very excellent depictions of all the ethereal creatures of mythology and religion. Let's put it.
Yeah.
They put a fine twist on all of that. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, hey, there's some good stuff on telly again. And we've got some stuff to look forward to as well. We've got Marvel Secret War coming up as well.
I know how you love that Marvel.
Yep. Gotta love that. So that's on its way soon. I've got a couple of films to catch up in the Marvel universe as well, which I must do. I've not got around to yet. But yeah, lots and lots of things to it. So anyway, a bit earlier than usual because I can't help myself. That's what Joker's been watching.
It's been that good.
It's been that good. So let's play some music and we'll be back in a second talking some nonsense because that's the other thing that we do on Kopimi Radio.
Yes.
Well, for those of you who are paying attention, of course, there was a bit of Blue Monday there, originally by New Order, but that was the Darth Vader remix, I believe. And if it wasn't, who cares? Because nobody really listens to that part anyway. And then I decided to play Bob Moses and Zoo, Z-H-U. And that's the track that's playing now. And Brown Thumb is back. It's called Desire. It's the
Brown Thumb is back.
Yeah, Solomon remix is who did this. So I'm gonna fade out the bit which is New Order and just let this roll. Check this out.
Nice. Brown Thumb, my favorite band.
New folder.
Brown Thumb by artist Left Channel Missing.
Artist unknown in folder 2.
Artist unknown. There, I always fuck up with that one because I'm like so into like the Left Channel Missing.
Get a phone call from the queen with 100 heads. She says that they're all dead. She tried the last one on, couldn't speak, fell off, and now she just wanders a hall, thinking nothing at all. Once there was a man who had a little too much time on his hand and never stopped to think.
So just checking out the memes on Discord. This one here is really cool, actually. So it's a picture of a circus, and there's like the freak show going on. You've got the heavily tattooed guy, the big fat guy, the bearded woman, and the ringleader basically says, "I'm sorry, I have to let you all go, but you're just not freaks anymore." Now, on Netflix at the moment, if you're into this sort of thing, there's a really good kind of documentary biography. Biopic about David Bowie, and they show Bowie like in the 80s having an interview, and he's got his big red hair and he's wearing this outlandish blue glittery suit, and he's having a conversation, and he's a very humble and talented man from what they give you as a persona in this. Anyway, I'm looking at it and thinking, do you know what, back then that was really shocking. Now, that's just a day out around the supermarket. That's how people dress normally. It's just not even you don't even look at it and go, oh, wow, he was so shocking. Well, he may have been for about 5 minutes, but now, that's how everyone dresses, how everyone is. So,
I mean, much like all the rock and rollers of today, they all have their style, and it all goes back to, we don't need to wear suits anymore. Yeah. I was watching some old movies of New York in the 1800s and then the 1900s, and people used to dress in suits with hats and uniform kind of,
Yeah.
I wonder, all of a sudden in the 60s, the LSD came in and all the wrong people freaked out. And now they're running this agenda that, everybody's so different and everybody's special, when actually nobody's different and nobody's special.
That's right.
So
we're all gonna be bald-headed, hat-wearing alien watching people soon.
You took it even better than I. All I was gonna say is we're all gonna be worm food one day, man.
True.
Nothing special about that.
Mind you, I think someone said, this was always my favourite quote as well. I'm sure someone can find the meme and throw it up. It's it doesn't matter whether you're a millionaire or whether you're just somebody trying to get by. You'll still end up in the same place. And then they show a grave with a standard 6-foot coffin sort of thing being lowered into the grave, and then someone answered it with a picture of the 3 pyramids and went, "Don't think so."
Flat Earth, come on. Let's bring that into the discussion. Well, the pyramids, that opens up a whole can of worms again. You can't joke with pyramids without
there's a really cool
Dune. Dune was the pyramids, right?
Yeah.
The quasi-Egyptian shit, right? No, that was Stargate or one of those.
It's Stargate. There's a cool lady on Facebook at the moment who is what is
no
she?
such thing.
Yeah, she's a paleontologist, anthropologist type person.
Another woman with an education. Oh my!
But hey, it's great. She questions things, which is really cool. So they were talking about, between the time that when they first started seeing cavemen appear, up to the first time they first started seeing buildings appear, it's something like 100 million years or something daft like that. Don't quote me on that. That's probably wrong, but it's a long time anyway. And she said.
So they say.
So they say.
Because you haven't found doesn't mean it didn't exist.
Exactly.
This is another.
Well, this is where she comes from. So they actually uncovered this building, this monument, this monolith, whatever it is, and they couldn't carbon date what was there because you can't carbon date certain things. So I don't think you can carbon date a rock. I think that's the issue.
No. But you can if it had a fireplace or stuff carbon based. Generally, again, the whole carbon testing is kind of another myth and mythological. It's only good so far.
Do you know, sometimes if you listened, you'd learn. Anyway, so the stuff surrounding said monument, right, which it was buried in, obviously they were able to carbon date it, and they carbon dated it something like 10,000 years earlier than the other monuments which have ever been recorded in all of Earth history, which all of a sudden means that our whole Earth history is totally wrong because
absolutely
the evidence isn't there for us to see. It doesn't mean it did, as you said, it doesn't mean it didn't exist.
I'm sorry I tried to end this discussion in the beginning, but I generally have a habit of thinking 12 steps forward. Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
though,
So I just
it's like
Göbekli
Tepe. If you've heard of this in Turkey, they've dated it to 16,000 years old, but civilizations started in Mesopotamia only 5,000 years ago, so the scholars say. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can't explain, and your mind is so small. Again, it's the syndrome. Your mind is so small, you don't even know that you're so stupid.
Some of us have tinier brains than others as well.
Yeah. It's listen. There's always new discoveries, and now they're discovering by this telescope that they sent up that they really don't understand what the universe is, and all their theories really don't amount to much because it just proved them wrong in so many places that they're like, okay, well, now it's time for excuses instead of thinking. So, people are people. Not only that, I'll bet the most common question this lady asks is why. I'm sorry I had to do that, man. Because, they ask a lot of questions, and it's always why. And why I don't care, but the math comes out, I don't know why. That's not the issue here. Yeah.
But yeah, really good stuff.
It is very interesting.
Yeah.
Look into the Younger Dryas and all that kind of stuff. Very, very, this is again about 16,000 years ago that kind of relieved all these pre-civilization civilizations of their civilization. It's very interesting. Sea level rise 400 meters, stuff like that,
Yeah. Where did it go afterwards? Did it fall off?
I mean, if you know a little bit of geology around England, in between England and France, all that underwater stuff. Well, it used to be called Doggerland, and you used to be able to walk there. There was no water there.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that obviously we know that the water lines dropped at some point because the water just fell over the edges, as we know. Which brings us nicely into a flat Earth conversation to finish off with. I just misread that. I read that as it would seem half the only secure document. The only secure document in DC is Einstein's client list, and I'm thinking,
Einstein.
what did Einstein do?
He was on Epstein's Island also.
And then Skeletor then ran away. But yes, it's Epstein, not Einstein. Blimey, I do need to get my glasses fixed, don't I?
listening to DJ Joker in the mix. You're listening to DJ Joker in the mix. The mix, the mix, the mix, the mix.
Hey there, what's up? This is Hardcore Herbert speaking.
DJ Joker. DJ Joker. you ready for music? Then you're ready for DJ Joker. Joker, 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 Joker.
Gotta love those cat raving memes, haven't you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
They know
Only
what's
the
up.
Only the best.
Wow.
Good mix, man.
Raving kitties.
Really good mix.
I like this one though, because this one it looks like it's going, hey, ho,
Oh,
hey, ho.
yeah, absolutely. DJ Cat, he come from France. Huh? He makes the best musics.
Oh dear, what's everyone been up to then in the last few minutes? What have I missed?
Nothing much. I've been like grooving to the tunes, man. A very, very interesting mix, man. I recognize a whole lot of styles. You even had like a Pink Floydish sounding kind of thing going on. Very nice, very nice. The transitions were wonderful.
We'll be banned in Russia tomorrow if we're not already.
It's different. It
You'll
goes through
disrespect our
two
Pink Floyd.
mechanism of copyrights on its way to, the Von Bad page.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
oh dear.
We got a couple more weeks. We're in jail, and I think it should be good by the beginning of next month, I hope.
I mean, there are plenty of other people on there doing what we do, just not as good. They don't ever
Absolutely.
get banned, do
I think it's a huge thing about jealousy because,
I
again,
think so.
you start get a couple of more views and people get interested, and then they're like, no. Too controversial. Talking about those strong female leads and innuendo and
Could
stuff
be.
like that,
Could be, but if I don't talk about it, who will? That's why.
Not me. That's one thing for sure.
There you go. You see, I'm basically giving you guys a public service right there,
Really, right? Check is in the mail, sir.
which is different to that other kind of public service you can get round the back of the public toilets.
The oldest kind of public service. Right? Come on, come on. There you go.
Wow, I don't know what I played, but I certainly played some music. That's for sure.
Oh, you so we say you laid it down, sir.
I did indeed. Right, let's have a quick look
Absolutely.
at the tickety clock then. So
That the mouse goes running up those?
it does indeed. It is 8:25 in the UK, Mazanga, which means it's 25
Yes,
minutes
sir.
past the hour wherever you are. Do you know why?
That's how time works, sir.
It is indeed how time works with the flying
Absolutely.
clocks coming through the air
Tick tock, you don't stop.
from below and then going up. Do they ever?
True that,
Do they ever
true
come
that.
down? Let's have a look. Do they ever come down?
No, time goes up.
Just goes up.
Time goes up.
Time does indeed go up. We've got 35 minutes
Because
of the
that's
show
how
left.
the graphic works.
It is how the graphic works. It also spoils a lot of memory space apparently and CPU usage. So I'm told.
Yes. I hear mine running all of a sudden just watching that.
Yeah. All of a sudden it's gone, hey, there's a lot of movement going on here. There never used to be movement over there.
Yeah.
Hey, we better...
All I had to do is keep track of the fingers.
Do you know what I love at that point? Is that my computer then goes, I'd better see if there's a Windows update that can handle this. And then it starts trying to download a Windows update, which is very kind of it, I suppose.
Hello, Bill. I know I have you on the phone right now, but... Absolutely. Can we schedule one for next week this time? Yeah, right in the middle of the show, please.
So we're just going to deal with things now. So that last track was by 8Ks and was called Triangle. And this is by Awaska. And it's called Darkness, which is something that we're not really
You get
suffering
some
with.
darkness with your Waska.
Yeah, why not, I suppose.
Showa.
Right, okay. Where's the other Discord chat? I've lost Discord chat. Where's it to? I have no idea.
It's right here.
Anyway, this is the news. We are playing music and having fun. We do this every single
Absolutely. Much fun and awesome music tonight.
Sunday. It's not that
Very,
one, then,
very
is it?
cool mix you just did.
It's not that one. It's not that one. Hey,
Eeny, meeny, miny.
it's
Mo.
just me. Nothing else. Just me. Hello. Hi.
Just you.
There it is. I found it. There we go.
Hooray!
I was confused because it looked like a Twitter feed, and I thought I haven't got Twitter open, but then I've realised it's a meme of a Twitter feed, isn't it? That's
Yes, it is a meme of a, of a
Jeez.
Twitter or like Instagram.
yeah. I was all
Yes,
like,
Twitter feed.
what's going on?
Well done, Agent X. Yes. Been throwing them up quality tonight.
Yeah. Do you know what that arm pillow there? Yeah, I'd pay for one of those.
Yeah,
Definitely.
homie, don't play that, man. Homie, don't play that. The cats don't step on me, and no, that don't work. My arm, no, you're not holding it ransom. you could hold something else for ransom, but it ain't gonna help.
The thing is that that's one of those where I wake up in the night and literally I go, hey, what's this really heavy meat thing on me? Hey, it's my arm. Why can't I move my arm? I'm paralyzed. And then I'll like pick my arm up and it does this. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it's called dead appendage syndrome.
Is it
you
really?
know?
Dead
And
appendage
yeah, it's when your appendage has been taken for ransom.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't even know it had a name like that.
Oh, dude, it's well known. It happens from insecurity on someone's part, and they take your and no mine. I'm like, well, how does that even work? And what if I have to get up? You won't. Thank you.
So, yes, I do suffer from dead appendage syndrome. If you could see your way to send us donations so that I
Yes,
can...
it's being held for ransom. Yes,
So I can buy this,
unruly terrorists. Yes.
I need to buy this pillow. I'm sure it will solve all of my problems.
All of them. Yeah. All one of them.
Oh, there... No! I'm sneezing on cue as well. It's great.
Yes, you saw.
So, yes. It's a terrible affliction where my arm weighs the same amount of a good leg of lamb, actually, I've decided.
A good leg of lamb and a bad leg of lamb? No, those are small. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But there you go. Dead appendage syndrome. We've all learned something today. You're listening to
Yes.
Kopimi Radio. We are the fountain of all knowledge.
We try to be.
Tell me something I don't know. Give me something I can feel. Tell me about your darkest love, so I know that you are real.
Check out this life hack.
Right?
Probably. I don't know.
I bet you somebody does a YouTube video on it, they get massive views.
one of those YouTube clips that just says that shows people doing this. That'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. They make it a thing, and you have like everybody replying by drilling holes in their fucking tires. That would be hilarious.
I'll get on
You
that.
know?
I'll get on that tomorrow.
Well, I mean, to be honest, think of people eating the detergent little ball thingies that they used to do.
Yeah.
I mean, people are stupid as fuck.
So if you're so stupid you're going to drill holes in your tires, just go and give your license back now.
But they're people who ate detergent balls and stuff like that, you know? The detergent companies had to, not a food product, big on the label, Again, how stupid are people? Yeah, that would be a thing. Half the country driving around with one flat tire. You would actually know who was stupid.
There's a sign on the detergent that says "Keep away from children." It's like I try to. They just keep fucking following me.
Really, right? And they say food, shelter, something like that. They call me daddy. I don't know who the hell these kids are.
I do try and stay away from them wherever possible, though.
Yeah. For your own sanity. For your own sanity.
Now check this out. It's Art Bat and Dino Lenny, and they're fading.
Just one good day. It's hard to resist now. Everything is fading. Was never meant to be this way. Everything is fading. It's hard to remember just one good day. Everything is fading. Was never meant to be this way. It's hard to remember. Just one good day. And so are you.
I like about the Planet of the Apes, the second one, which is Conquest of Planet of the Apes, if I'm not mistaken. That second film, when they sing "All things bright and wonderful, all creatures great and small," which is
great and small,
which is Cat Stevens' song. I mean, it's one of those, or he did a version of it anyway. And but they sing it so off key and terrible. It's terrifying. It's the most terrifying thing you can ever hear. All of a sudden,
but that in itself was the statement, of the horror,
And then they're all like, "Yeah, check out my bomb." Here, check out my bomb. It's 85 feet long. It's got a massive engine on it and a lovely point on the end. Hey, that'll do you. That will. Sorry, I went a little bit off topic there.
Yeah, I like that. That was good.
So, what was I trying to say? So, yeah, they worship the bomb, but they wear prosthetic bits on their face to make them look fabulous, except for when they're worshipping the bomb, which is when they take it off because they're all dying of radiation poisoning. Now, I don't care what your religious belief was at that point, or whether you thought it was a good idea, but there is a point where you go, hang on a minute, maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
I think they were pretty too far down the pipeline for anything else, to be honest. You know what I mean? Again, the fanaticism and revealing yourself to the one and only, and the belief systems that people have, and how truthful really is it? We all know that civilization started in Mesopotamia less than 5,000 years ago.
Exactly. That was a good thing earlier, actually, on Family Guy, and they were watching a video about how the universe was started, but it had been edited for Texans. So you've got this scientist guy who's basically, and he basically says, so the universe began by a combination of God, as they dub over the top of it, which is absolutely hilarious.
I can imagine. The setup that you gave demands God.
Yeah.
Severely edited for users' displeasure and mind washing.
Yeah, it's many people believe in evolution, and then you basically know Adam and Eve.
Right. Well, again, evolution, still, it's a theory. Nothing has been proven.
True.
This is the interesting thing, but people take it as fact, So, again, how smart are you if you believe in theories,
Well,
keep an open mind, man.
I'm going to start believing in the theory of sandwiches. That's right, the theory of sandwiches.
There you go. Incoming sandwich. Absolutely.
We all evolved. We all evolved from a moldy sandwich in the back of the fridge that we forgot was there. And, why couldn't it be? It could be.
It absolutely could be. And why couldn't it be? I mean, even that you raise that postulate, brings it into reality in some spectrum, in some universe. So again, it is just like that.
Bizarro. Just like this track by Ein Music in Scala called Carnival, where there's actually no mention of carnival in the whole bloody track. I've been stood here for a while, though, and I'm starting to get cramp in my lower leg, which brings us in nicely to a track by Edom called Cramp, as we hit the last 4 minutes of the show.
I had a cramp in my under the lat.
I mean, seriously, right? Okay, so you're in the studio.
Dude, you do it well, man. I'm as soon as you start, I'm like, I can smell what the Joker's cooking.
You're in the studio, and Edon is completely whacked out making his beats, and he's got his synthesizer and his Ake keyboard, and he's, banging it down, and he suddenly goes, yeah, I'm gonna call this Cramp. What? Why?
It's been known to happen sitting too long, yeah.
Hang on just a second. I'll just give it a quick listen. Hang on. See, I think it's got a nice bit of time thing going on. So maybe something time related. Maybe Kronos. Kronos of time.
Kronos. DJ Kronos is mixing.
Kronos of time. Edon with his track Kronos of Time. Now, doesn't that sound better? Doesn't that grab you?
Way better.
Do you know?
Deserving of an email at least.
Cramp.
I'll have our people call their people.
Yeah.
And forward the suggestion to the appropriate department.
Followed up by his next track, Bunyan.
You have song, we will name it. Yes.
From his upcoming album, Tennis Elbow.
Tennis elbow, really. I had a different name, but yeah, I'll be kind on the edit.
Coming soon, Athlete's Foot.
Oh man.
And my particular favourite, Fungal Decay.
True that though. Impressive the way it always goes down to knowledge base. Yes.
Also,
To
one of
be
his
a
lesser
fly on the wall.
one of his lesser known tracks, Jock Rot.
Not to be mixed up with Who My Balls Itch. Yeah. Yeah, right off the album Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. From his upcoming video film, Ooh, My Back Hurts. I don't know why. Maybe I strained it carrying the shopping from the car last weekend.
Yeah.
Honestly, cramp.
To be
Come
blatantly
on.
obvious, yeah, it's not a backache. They call them hemorrhoids. It's okay.
I mean,
Produced by.
it makes you think about a lot of these things, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, and he's a bit political. There's a track here called "Ruled by Inept," and another track
Whoa,
called
what a statement.
and then another track called "Freedom," which means he's trying to be political. So perhaps he really did have cramp in the studio one day and just thought, yeah, I'm going to call this
Right,
cramp.
right. Or he means it on like a more metaphysical level of like the cramp is the system and stuff like that. So, you never know, with these artists, creative types.
You don't. I mean, if you take
You never do.
if you take Imp Rex, for instance, with his track Smooth Skinned Prince, now that starts to raise a few questions in my mind.
Absolutely does. Where is this man's agenda, man?
Yeah,
Like where?
What's he into?
Yeah, absolutely. What is a man?
Here we go.
Tell me about toxic masculinity, please.
Yeah. Merino Canal and a track called Radiance. Now that sounds a bit more like fun, doesn't it?
That's more interesting.
There we go.
Maybe he was in a good mood that day. You never know. These artists, they're so influenced by moods and feelings.
I'm going to get rid of this cramp now and
Bye-bye, cramp.
have some radiance. Anyway, we've come to the end of the show. That was a good bit of filler there, just talking bollocks. So well done.
True that.
Yeah,
True that.
we're very good at that,
Well done, sir. Well done, sir.
So everyone bugger off and go home because that's where I'm going now. And if you want to, you can listen to us next week on the same bat time, same bat channel, Kopimi
Absolutely.
Radio. But for now, goodbye.
Later.
Oh, we're back again. Let's do that again.
Damn.
What I was supposed to do was push this button.
This button.